Imagine a world where machines not only perform tasks for us, but also make our decisions on our behalf. A world where Siri and Alexa not only answers our questions, but anticipate our needs. Welcome back to Philip on Facts. Let's get into today's episode. I feel like you guys will enjoy it. Imagine a world where machines not only perform tasks for us, but also make our decisions on our behalf. A world where Siri and Alexa not only answers our questions, but anticipate our needs. This world is already here, and with it comes with ethical questions that demand our attention. Are we creating machines to serve us or to replace us? Will AI lead us to a utopia or a dystopia? In this episode, we'll dive into the world of AI and explore the moral and philosophical implications of this technological revolution. So fasten your seatbelt and let's explore the brave new world of AI together. As Arthur C. Clarke once said, "Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic." For many of us, this quote resonates deeply. It captures the wonder and the amazement we feel when we witness the incredible advancements that human beings have made in the field of technology. From smartphones to self-driving cars to sophisticated robots, the world we live in today is increasingly reminiscent of science fiction stories we used to read as children. As someone who has always been fascinated by the possibilities of technology, I am particularly drawn to the field of artificial intelligence. The idea that we can create machines that can think and learn like humans is truly awe-inspiring. And I believe that AI has the potential to revolutionize the way we work and live. However, as we explore the ethical implications of artificial intelligence, we must also remember that the great power comes with great responsibility. Another quote. It is up to us as a society to ensure that the development of AI is guided by ethical principles that reflect our values and protect the interest of all human beings. To begin, let's examine the various philosophical perspectives on artificial intelligence. One perspective is transhumanism, which I did talk about this some in season 6 episode 2. I'll probably link it up here somewhere for YouTube, which holds the belief that technology can enhance and augment human capabilities, including cognitive abilities. Transhumanism argues that AI has the potential to help us transcend our biological limitations and unlock new possibilities for humanity. However, some critics of transhumanism argue that the school of thought can be led to a dangerous obsession with perfection and the idea of the ideal human. They argued that transhumanism can lead to social inequalities and discrimination, as those who cannot afford enhancements will be left behind. There are concerns about the ethics of using AI for human enhancements. Some argue that the use of AI to enhance human cognitive abilities can lead to a loss of privacy and personal autonomy. There's also the potential for misuse of these technologies, such as the creation of superintelligent beings that could possess a threat to humanity. Overall, transhumanism perspective on AI highlights the potential for AI to enhance and augment human capabilities, but also raises ethical questions about the use of these technologies and their impacts on society. Another perspective in machine ethics is machine ethics, which asks the question on whether machines can be ethical beings. Some argue that AI can be programmed to follow ethical principles and moral code, while others believe that morality is a uniquely human concept and cannot be replicated in machines. Additionally, there is a concern that if machines are given the ability to make ethical decisions, they might not make the same decision as a human would, leading to unforeseen consequences. Furthermore, there's a debate on who should be responsible for the ethical behavior of AI systems. Should it be the responsibility of the designers and the programmers who created them? Or should there be a regulatory body who oversees the development and use of AI systems to ensure that they operate in an ethical manner? And then there is techno-optimism, which emphasizes the positive impact of technology on society. Proponents of techno-optimism argues that AI has the potential to solve some of humanity's greatest problems, from climate change to healthcare and much more. For example, AI-powered automation can reduce the need for human labor and increase the speed of production and manufacturing, resulting in a lower cost and increasing output. In healthcare, AI can help with development of new drugs, the interpretation of medical images, and even aid in diagnosis of diseases before they even come up sometimes. Moreover, some argue that AI can assist in addressing social and economic challenges. For instance, AI can be used to analyze large sets of data to identify patterns and correlations, which can be used to inform policy decisions and resource allocation. It can also provide more personalized education, improve public system, and increase access to information and resources. Thus, techno-optimism offers a positive outlook on the impact of AI. It is important to acknowledge and address the potential risks and ethical implications associated with these technologies. But with these perspectives in mind, we must also consider the possibilities of the danger of AI. As machines become more and more advanced and complex, there is a possibility that they could surpass human intelligence and decision-making ability. This could potentially lead to a loss of control over the machines and their action. Additionally, there's an issue of job displacement. As AI becomes more integrated into various industries, there is a possibility that many jobs will become obsolete, leaving many without work and struggling to adapt to the changing economy. So where do we go from here? It is important that we have an ongoing conversation about the ethical implications of AI and consider the potential consequences of our actions. We must prioritize transparency and accountability when it comes to the development and deployment of these machines, and ensure that they are designed with ethical principles in mind. As we continue to develop AI and integrate it into various aspects of our lives, it is critical to ask ourselves some important questions. What role do we want AI to play in our society? Are we creating machines to serve us and make our lives easier? Or are we aiming to replace human labor altogether? Will AI lead to a utopia where we will have more time and resources to pursue our passions? Or will we lead to a dystopian future where we become slaves to the machines we have created? These are complex, challenging questions that require careful consideration and ongoing dialogue. We must ensure that we move forward with AI. We do so with intention and clear understanding of the potential consequences of our actions. But despite the potential dangers, we should not fear AI. Instead, we should embrace it as a tool for progress and innovation. By working together and taking a thoughtful and ethical approach to AI, we can unlock its full potential and create a better future for all. That's all for today's episode of creating machines to serve us or replace us. Ethical implications of AI. I hope this discussion has encouraged you to think more deeply about the ethics of artificial intelligence and its impact on society. As always, thank you for listening to this episode, and I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good day or evening, depending on when you're listening to the show. I'll see ya. If you made it to this part of the episode, I want to applaud you. This episode is definitely something that means a lot to me. What I mean by that is AI technology is something that I'm learning and trying to build myself. Now, I want to build an episode talking more in depth about this. But for the moment, and as of right now, this is all I'm saying. And once I get more stuff going in that area, we'll definitely have some stuff to talk about. And that's why I enjoyed this podcast, because I have an AI idea, and I don't really want to share it. What I want to do with it, I feel like could impact the world a lot. So till then, I hope you guys enjoyed my episode on Philip on Facts, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.